All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Open. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. Tamika Friends is a non-profit organization dedicated to raising awareness about cervical cancer and its link to the human papillomavirus. Now, it was founded by Tamika Felder, a cervical cancer survivor and advocate. Here to tell us more is Tamika Friends Incorporated President Patti Murillo-Casa.
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 Correct.
I got it.
Okay.
Casa at the end is house.
House, right. My husband is Italian.
Oh, all right.
Yes. How are you?
Okay, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You're a survivor.
Yes, I am.
And we spoke about the papillomavirus.
Correct.
Now, how is that mixed in with this?
Okay, I'm a 2-year cervical cancer survivor.
Mm-hmm.
The human papillomavirus is what causes, the certain strains of the human papillomavirus is what causes 70% of the cases of cervical cancer.
Uh-huh.
In the United States, 11,000 women are diagnosed with cervical cancer.
Yeah.
And 4,000 women die from this preventable disease because cervical cancer is almost 100% preventable.
And where does the papillomavirus come from?
The papillomavirus comes from, well, unfortunately, the man is the transporter of the virus. It's easily transmitted by sexual
Yes.
genital contact with a person that has the virus. And unfortunately, it's very common.
Yeah.
It's called the cold of the STIs, or the sexual transmitted infections.
The cold?
The cold. You know, when you get a cold?
Oh, got it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's that common.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Most of the people that are sexually active are going to be infected by the human papillomavirus.
So how does the guy get it?
It's a
Same
virus.
thing,
It's a virus. Yeah, it's a virus. And the man is the transporter of the virus.
Yes. And how do they find out if they have it?
This
so
is
help prevent that.
This is an important question. Unfortunately, there is no test for men for the human papillomavirus. There is for women. This is one of the preventive tools.
Yeah. So the
that
woman finds out.
Yes.
And goes back and tells her spouse.
Correct.
Yeah,
but more or less, you know, her partner already has the virus.
Yeah.
At that point. The most important thing is to know is that we should not be ashamed to be infected by the human papillomavirus. As I said, it's very common.
Yeah. Is there a cure for it?
Well, there's no cure for viruses, but there is cure to what the virus going to cause, meaning changes in the cells of the cervix leading to cervical cancer.
Yeah. So now that papillomavirus is just about, what did you say, 75%?
It causes, the 2 strains of the human papillomavirus causes 70% of the cases of cervical.
70% of the
yes.
cases. Mm-hmm. And the other part is hereditary?
No, the other parts are from other strains of the human papillomavirus.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So the papillomavirus is the culprit.
Is the culprit.
Yes.
We know what causes the cancer. So that facilitates to be proactive and practice more or less cutting-edge medicine, so to speak.
Yeah.
So because we know what causes it, and we have the tools to prevent this cancer. We have the vaccination, for early vaccination for young women between the ages of 9 and 26. We have the pap test for women 21 and older. And we also have the HPV DNA test, which was approved by the FDA in 2003, and is given to women 30 and older, along with your pap test.
Sure. Now, what happened? Where was your state of mind when you found out that you had this cervical cancer?
Right. Well, it was like when they tell you you have cancer, Bob, it's like giving you a death sentence, so to speak. You know, you just hear the word cancer.
So your thoughts and everything just went downhill?
Oh, yeah. My thought went from here to all the way to the end.
So all your dreams and aspirations were squashed?
Yes.
Momentarily?
Yes. I had just retired from the New York City Police Department. I'm a retired police officer.
Oh.
Getting ready with my husband, also a retired sergeant from the NYPD, to enjoy life.
Travel the world.
Travel the
Go
world,
ahead.
you know, smell the roses, so to speak.
Yeah.
And here we go, 2 months later, after I retire, I get hit with the diagnosis of stage 2B cervical cancer.
Wow.
Yes.
So what happened from there?
It was devastating. Well, you know, I did not, when my Dr. Wright, let me give him a shout out because I love the man, he saved my life.
Yeah.
From the New York Presbyterian Hospital, he told me, I have bad news, you have cervical cancer. I mean, right there, we went into shock, my husband and I. Yeah. But he managed to ask them, where did it come from? And the doctor said the human papillomavirus. Mm-hmm. I consider myself a well-educated person, yet I did not know what the human papillomavirus was.
Yes.
So to find out that it's a STI, you kind of get ashamed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guilt, a lot of shame, because I'm not a STI person. Yeah. STI girl, I should say, you know.
Yeah, I see that you're reliving the feelings right now.
Yes, it's emotional because it just comes back to that point. Then we went and researched. As a matter of fact, my husband did the research, and he was the one that.
So you guys put on the gloves, got the teamwork together, did the
After
research.
a lot of crying, a lot of hugging,
this.
a lot of everything, we went and he researched the human papilloma, and he was the one who educated me somewhat. Of course, later on, I took I researched it myself, I studied it, now I know what it is.
So that's what it takes. It takes a team to come together. Your doctor, you, your husband, everybody involved, family, friends, and try to beat this because it's also a mental state of mind.
Absolutely. I'm one of the lucky ones that had that support from my husband, my family, my friends, my co-workers. Yeah. Some of women that are battling the disease now, some of them don't have that. And this is where Tamika and Friends comes in.
Yes. And the last question, what can we do to prevent this?
Well, like I said, you got the 3 tools: early vaccination for women 9 to 26, the pap test for women 21, and the HPV test for women 30 and older, along with the pap test.
And this is all through Tamika and Friends?
Well, this is through your doctors. You know, you have to go and you have to get your pap test annually.
But they can contact you and you can give them all that information?
Absolutely, absolutely. Our website is www.tamikaandfriends.org. Yeah. Or you can call the New York chapter. I'm the president of the New York chapter at 917-829-TFNY or 8369.
And when they contact you, you can guide them as to what to do.
Yes.
The steps necessary to take.
Yes. We have several programs in place that are here to help survivors as well as women that are battling the disease, as well as caregivers. And we get them in touch with various places where they could get advice, personnel. We have personnel that could give you advice and show that support and show that they're not alone. Because like I said, I was one of the lucky ones with the support, yet I needed that support from my survivor sisters because they're the only ones that know what I went through.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much. Patti Murillo-Casa, Tamika and Friends Incorporated.
Thank you.
Okay, that number again is?
917-829-TFNY 8329.
And the website is?
www.tamikaandfriends.org.
Thank you so much, Patti. All right, we got to take another quick break, but don't go anywhere because coming up next, we'll go inside the life of photographer Sam Shore as we talk to the author of Sam Shore, Our Personal Point of View. Stay tuned. All that more coming up next right here on Open.
I'm allergic to whack crews. The lava tea, the queen is up. Growing star that